When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Glad to have you with us in Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field, home of the Northwestern Wildcats. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Northwestern Wildcats. The Buffaloes will boot it away to start the game. On the move from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Northwestern's offense will get first crack at it here. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the back from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense
turning it on! And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Buffaloes are flying down the field. From the gun, give on the inside. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. It's complete on the right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Buffaloes will have it 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. They're working that left side. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gets the back moving. To the air on 2nd down. It's complete. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Buffaloes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Quick strike complete. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
He gets it in. Touchdown, Colorado!
Really working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Firing to the right, complete. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And here comes the pressure. There he goes down again. Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. To the air on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now it's just who are the best 2 teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, middle of the season, you can finish strong. Now we're not just talking about conference championships. We're talking about where can we be in the playoff and how much damage we can do in the postseason.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing 2nd down and goal.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Kickoff! What a play to set him up! He Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The play action fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got his man on the right. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on fourth down? Oh, the attempt is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Heaves it deep. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
From the gun, running back on the move. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Now the play fake. Here's the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. One final play before the end of the quarter. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. This time it's complete. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, Colorado has the lead here, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Setting up the screen. He's pulled down right at the 42-yard line. Fourth down coming, and might they roll the dice from their own territory. They kick it away on fourth down. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Shakes off the defender. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Complete in the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buffaloes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Right on the money. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Buffaloes come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Buffaloes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Got his man. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Motion from the back. Wants to throw again. Lets it fly deep downfield. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender. So the pass interference in the end zone will give them a free 15. Remember the difference in this rule and the pros. Ball is not placed at the 1-yard line in this situation. Pulls it and fires to the left. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Using his legs, it's Evanson. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They're setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. He'll do it himself. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Northwestern right back to the line.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback.
And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Northwestern will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll wave for the fair catch. Call it in at the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Pulls it in. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Using his legs, it's Evanson. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Skips away from pressure. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Plucks it out of the air. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds a yard short at the 49. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Gets it out quickly. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads or read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender. And they're reading him, and basically, you can't be right. That's what makes it so hard to defend, because if you do one thing, he's going to do the other. You do the other thing, he's going to do the other. So, good luck stopping him.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The incomplete pass makes this series frustration as they turn it over on downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got it. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Northwestern will send out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Unleashes one. Finds a man on the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bucks. No mid-season doldrums for these guys. 6.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And he'll bring it back. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Under fire. And the timing just a hair off. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Makes the catch near the 50. And the returner will be brought down. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Caught in the backfield, it's Jocelyn. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got him. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Wide out trying to get it in. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. Touchdown, Colorado! Fitted in the window for the score.
And we are officially... been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle.
Colorado, 28, Northwestern, 0.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great environment there today in Evanston. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ryan Field.
We're just about ready to start the 2nd half. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Makes the grab on the left. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Free up the gut. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buffaloes! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Man, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Kentucky has the lead right now. Feels like it's been this way since the players took the pregame catwalk. But this has been a very close game. They're up by 11 over Georgia. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Gives it on the option. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. There he goes. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Now he's going to break the pocket. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks, that's just ridiculous.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's third down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
Northwestern will send out the punt team. He shanked it. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
Near the 49-yard line. And that's
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's on target and complete. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
second down coming up.
He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Buffaloes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Sweet cut there. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
First down for the offense.
To the air on first down. They'll run the screen. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Working that left side now. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Back to pass on second down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bucks! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3's coming soon.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And right down the middle. They took it 71 yards down the field. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. From the gun, the running back has it. Past the sticks, and he may get more. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Right back to the well. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run play action. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Gets it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Buffaloes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Spits it out to the back. He makes the grab. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Evanson. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Buffaloes are on the move.
And that's good enough for a first
They've
down.
marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got his man quickly. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They use the sideline and get him out of bounds right at the 9. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. Touchdown, Colorado! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. A 70-yard touchdown drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Northwestern, 0.
Looking for blockers. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Northwestern will send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Buffaloes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Jocelyn. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. It's a draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Jocelyn. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. trying to keep the drive alive. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Quarterback just flat and missed it. Incomplete. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. They want to throw it quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
On the play. Now,
Punt is on its way. Makes the catch around the 50. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Makes the grab. Nice move to keep running. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
was completed.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
16. And a 1st down for the offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got him this time. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance.
15. And that's a 1st down for the offense.
They'll run it. It's Evanson. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they take it in for 6 more points. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Kentucky has the lead right now. Feels like it's been this way since the players took the pregame catwalk. But this has been a very close game. They're up by 7 over Georgia. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Reads it, fires complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Northwestern will have to punt it away.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
They'll try the right side. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. Running to the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. For the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the 4th quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Pulls it in. It's Godfrey. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. Northwestern will send out the punt team.
Coming up, 4th down.
And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
For the offense.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. The screen, he's got wheels. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They boot it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. To the ground with the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll try the run. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Makes the catch. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Here's the handoff. Showing off the arm. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
That's a first down for the offense.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play can decide it. Just frying pan, meat, face, ball game over.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.